watching TV Guide Broadband, online, on demand.
Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Joyner, and welcome to Infanity, the ultimate fan guide from TV Guide Network, America's TV headquarters. Prison Break was a smash in its first season on Fox. Primetime had never seen convicts like this. Some were way sexy, some were downright sadistic, and fans loved them. Now in season 3, Prison Break goes back to its winning formula. Say goodbye to freedom, key characters are behind bars again. But there are a lot of new twists, including our favorite brothers swapping sides, with Michael landing in a brutal world known as Sona Prison.
I feel like I'm on the wrong side.
You're on the right side.
You're not?
Well, Michael's in prison in Sona with T-Bag and Bellick and Mahone, 3 of his deadliest enemies. Part of Prison Break's, I think, winning formula.
We get to see a lot more of Lincoln's soul this year, due to the fact, 1, that he's been exonerated, and 2, we get to see, you know, him trying to get his brother out.
It may sound familiar, one brother behind bars, the other vowing to get the other out. But this year, the stakes are even higher.
Season 3 begins with a death right off the bat, and that's an indication, I think, of how serious the stakes are.
This is the first day of the rest of our lives.
Agent Alex Mahone finds himself in Sona Prison after Michael sets him up for drug trafficking. The Panama prison makes Fox River look like a 5-star resort. It's run by the inmates inside, while the guards just stand outside and shoot anyone who tries to escape.
Seeing the first few episodes of the season, this is truly a terrifying place to be. So what kind of alliances will happen and why are beginning to form, and we'll see how that plays out as the season goes on.
Bellick finds himself practically naked in his tighty-whities, the lowest man on the totem pole.
With the tables turned, Bellick is desperate for help. But the alliances inside Sona will be hard to hold together, since the guys in this gang are far from friends.
There's no good blood between them. It's all bad blood. So nobody trusts anybody, and we all know Michael might be trying to escape because that's what he did in Fox River. At least that's what we're hoping, and we're hoping maybe we can get on board with that.
I got you what you want. I got them boys down here. I did what you told me to do.
T-Bag is back, but he's not cock of the walk anymore. You know, he's not the man in charge. So it's like karma's a bitch, you know.
The man in charge is a new face, actor Robert Wisdom.
A man has a beef with another, he makes his problem known.
My character is called Lechero, which in Spanish means the milkman. He is a major drug kingpin who is now in prison for 5 consecutive life sentences. So he's done a really horrible thing. But he's managed, as he did on the outside, to create an empire.
But you're not a superstar, yeah. You realize that?
I'm not gonna make waves.
T-Bag is very, very much aware that in order to survive, he's got to answer to Lechero. It's interesting because T-Bag doesn't do that very well. So he has to put on a poker face.
T-Bag is not the creepiest con to keep your eye on in Sona. A new convict is lurking in the prison sewers.
I play a character called James Whistler. He's an inmate in Sona prison, right? And he's got a bounty on his head. Michael's character's been thrown into this prison to get me out, right? To get Whistler out of there.
On the outside, Whistler has someone trying to spring him, his girlfriend.
Well, her name is Sophia. She's a fighter. Her boyfriend is in Sona, the Carson Sona, and she will do anything to take him out.
To break Whistler out, Sophia needs backup, and that's where Lincoln comes in.
Sophia and Lincoln, they get to have a great relationship. Then it's like Sophia and Lincoln fighting for Whistler and Michael.
Sophia won't be the only woman in Lincoln's life this season. Jodie Lynn O'Keefe plays Susan B., who's the key to Michael's freedom. But there's a catch. She's part of the company, the covert group that's conspiring to take over the country, and she needs Whistler out.
Susan can't get Whistler out of jail with a bribe or a raid, so she has to convince Lincoln to convince his brother to break out Whistler.
Sarah and LJ have been kidnapped by the company, by Susan B., and if he doesn't get this guy out, a guy called Whistler, in prison. If he doesn't get him out, Sarah's going to die, Elder's going to die, and possibly Michael.
To save Michael, Lincoln will need fellow escapee Sucre to risk his life. But that won't be easy after Sucre lost the love of his life.
The only reason for living, it's gone. So now we're going to see him go on a different direction.
Sucre and the gang may be headed in different directions, but it will all end the same. You're going to want more.
I can honestly say that the episodes that we've been shooting for third season are as exciting, as taut and compelling as anything we've ever done.
Season 3's building up to be the best season by far.
And the audience, I think, is going to be walking around going,
All right, we've done our time on Prison Break, so that's a wrap for this edition of Infanity. I'm Lisa Joyner for TV Guide Network, America's TV headquarters. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.